Today we're going to talk about something that is very popping in the current times, and that is the Borderlands movie. Now, you may be asking yourself, V, who are you to say anything about any movie? And all I gotta say is, yo, is it really that serious? But in actual seriousness, I personally love the Borderlands, more specifically Borderlands 2, and grew up with it near and dear with my heart. From knowing a lot of random tism facts towards the games, and the countless hours I have put in the game not only by myself, but with my sister and my cousins. Also, I like watching movies, like who doesn't like watching movies? Anyways, Borderlands movie is a movie expected to come out in August 9th of our Lord's year 2024. And low-key, I was kind of excited. Like, it's a movie about a game I enjoyed to this day, but very big but. Since I heard the announcement, I was skeptical. I mean, if you have any familiarity with recent games and some things from previous titles, you would know that the writers aren't good at their job. Like, look, I'm gonna put some clips here, so if you don't know, you can see what the writing is like.
Oh yes, right there. Put your data right there.
There's only one thing I want, and it's time to pay up.
I'm sorry, but there's no way I can give you a lifetime of free Frogurt, Hank. Not at the rate you eat it.
Why? Huh? Do it! Hey, do it, or I'm gonna kill you!
What you got, Gate? Nothing, bitch! You got nothing! What you got, Tomb? You got nothing! I'm gonna be a siren, and then I'm gonna mop the floor with assholes like you!
And not only that, most video game movies just are dog shit awful. But for a while, I hoped and prayed to our good Lord that against all odds, the movie would be at least decent. I think all the hopes I had for this movie quickly went away as more promotional material came out, like the cast. Don't get me wrong, I don't have a problem with any of the actors in general, but I think, let's say some of the cast. You know, you got Cate Blanchett as Lilith, Jamie Lee Curtis as Tannis, Jack Black as Claptrap, which I kind of have a problem with, and Kevin fucking Hart as Roland. Now, if you haven't played the game, then you should know, spoiler alert warning, Roland is a Vault Hunter in the first game, and in the second, the leader of the Crimson Raiders. Yeah, I'm talking about this hunk of a man. He's a huge part and very impactful in the lore of Borderlands as a series, and fucking dies from the most handsome guy around. And I absolutely love Roland. And maybe it was just me being a little baby bitch, but I remember tearing up when his death happened and feeling like, holy shit, I want to kill this guy. To say Roland was a huge impact in my gameplay as a wee Bobby would downplay the actual impact, but I digress. So with all that base knowledge of Roland, do you think that this actor, whose main shtick is being short, funny, and the butt end of the joke in any world, would be an actor for Roland? Hell no! I and a majority of most people think that this is a joke. Before we get to our next topic, I want to bring up Blackjack Claptrap. Damn, try saying that 3 times fast. Blackjack Claptrap. Blackjack Claptrap. Blackjack Claptrap. I did it? No, I didn't. Now, personally, I don't think that Blackjack is a bad choice, especially since the character he is playing is comedy, annoying, and sometimes funny. I think he's a good pick. But what I don't get, why not have the voice actor who plays Claptrap in Borderlands 3 do it? If you don't know, in the Borderlands series, Claptrap was originally played by David Eddings in 5 Borderlands titles, and was replaced because of some disgusting things on Gearbox behalves, like not enough pay, bullying and assault allegations towards Randy Pitchford? What? Big company bad? What? Who would have guessed, you know? Personally, I love David Eddings as Claptrap. He did an amazing role in his voice for the annoying little robot that gave him an extra, you know, an extra wabang. But sadly, he would have returned for Borderlands 3, which, good on him. Like, don't take shit for losers. But he was instead replaced by Jim Foronda in the next 3 titles, Borderlands 3, Tiny Tina's Wonderland, and the infamous Fortnite. I hated this. I and many others disliked him as Claptrap. He turned the annoying, sometimes funny, lovable character into just fucking annoying. But maybe if we hear him enough, it might change. I don't know. I think if he was rolled in the movie, fans would warm up to him more, possibly even like him, you know? But no. Blackjack is him, which again doesn't leave a bad taste in my mouth, but you know what leaves a worse taste than the shady cart my dealer gave me? Now the ads for this movie just speak so much. It honestly gives... I've never played a single Borderlands game in my life. Hell, I didn't even know we were doing a Borderlands movie. So we're gonna go through each one I point out so I could exploit my narrative. Let's begin with Tiny Tina. Tiny Tina was and is the quirky girl you knew in high school. She was very much potato this, explosion that, but she also has a pretty sad backstory. She was born on Pandora to two normal parents until, evil corporations show up and do the usual stuff, like experimental torture with a fucking new resource. Like, what? That's like if they put plutonium in like a little kid's hand. Did they do that? Did anyone do that?
Plutonium in a boy's hand?
Yeah, like a little baby, like just running around a stick of plutonium. And you know, that like isn't cool, or I guess. Luckily, Tina was able to escape, but she sadly did lose her parents. Now, with all that being said, let's watch the first 30 seconds. No, nay! The first 5 seconds.
I didn't come to Pandora to make friends. I came to make
Did you miss it? Oh, trust me. When you see it, you will probably shit bricks. In case you missed it, because it's just such a small little detail, but she states, I didn't come to Pandora to make friends. She was born on Pandora! Like, writing this, I felt like XQC when he spoke, like I felt fucking crazy. I know it's a small detail, but it's big enough to raise the we definitely know what Borderlands is, we play it every day, we are writers flag type of shit. Like, okay, that's my biggest complaint, but the minor ones are, why does this action look like that? Why do the costumes look like that? And why is her costume a mix between the second Borderlands and the third Borderlands? Like the bunny ears is something she doesn't get until she's older? I don't know. But after seeing this, it left a nasty taste in my mouth. Not as bad as the next ad I saw did. Tannis is an insane scientist who is extremely socially inept. Is that the right word? Yeah, that's the right word. She is insanely smart. Tannis isn't my favorite character, but I don't think she's the worst. Now, let's see her ad.
People are always asking me, how do you have time to be both the expert on dead languages and set the fashion community ablaze? Goggles, bitches.
Fucking goggle, bitches. And honestly, I can see Tannis saying this, but it just doesn't sit right with me. I think maybe it's the editing in the ad that makes it seem like they strung her words together like I did in high school AV class.
Set the fashion community ablaze.
Or maybe it's the idea that she's a main character in the story. I understand that Tannis is a main protagonist in the story. She's presented that way in the games. She was sidelined for most of the story of Borderlands 2. And my totally biased and opinionated opinion was a background supporting character at best. Like, I understand it's a movie and they need the characters involved with the story to be front and center. You, viewer, yes, you might be saying, but in Borderlands 3, she's way bigger person in the story and blah, blah, blah. And listen, I just gotta say one thing to you. In Borderlands 3, Tannis is probably the most forgettable aspect of the story. Oh, my voice hurts now because I screamed. Sure, they reveal she's a siren, and she's the only one who says anything at our beloved character actress Mayan Sirendel's funeral.
Lilith, you have to say something. Fine, I'll say something. I knew Maya when she was alive. I preferred her that way. That didn't come out right, but she's gone, and that's how it is. All we can do is fight to honor her memory the best we can. People die in wars. By the droves. I mean, open your eyes, people. Don't ask me to speak at your funeral, Lilith.
But in reality, she kind of bleeds into the reason I play the game on mute. At this point, I honestly, totally, 100% feel like ripping my hair off and making myself into a meat bicycle? What? What the fuck? Why did I write that?
Light the fuses, bitches!
Krieg is a cool DLC character in Borderlands 2. Not only is he melee based and completely insane, except for OP levels like fuck whoever decided to make late game behind a paywall, but he's supposed to be a part of the Psycho Bandits we have been fighting this whole time. He's a really cool character that I'm going to go in depth with perhaps soon. But now for the ads, this one I like. I think the voice sounds amazing. The axe looks cool and the action looks well done, but please, please, Lord, please, please, please tell me why we got this downgrade. I fucking hate this. I just like his mask so much. Like, it looks so out of place in my head. And maybe it's my nostalgia glasses are on too tight, but I don't like the mask. Other than that, this one gets the V seal of approval. Yes, that is legally blinding, and no, it's not virginity seal. You are 38 years old. Grow up. Now for the final one, I feel isn't the nail in the coffin. It's the fucking gun that shot Roland himself. Now, everyone who watched the previous part of the video already know my main gripes about this hunk being portrayed by this guy, but I really don't think you get it. So here's a really short compilation of Roland being a badass, okay? And then after that, maybe we'll take a look at the ad, all right? How does that sound? Does that sound okay to your brain? Maybe I should put some TikTok videos at the top of the corner for retention.
Put up, out of
And
cover.
Bloodwing went screaming down into the fray and killed all those bandits in a half second. Yeah, he wanted Mordecai to see him do it. Wanted to make him proud.
And Mordecai was happy as a skaggin' slag, kissing his beak, scratching his neck.
Yeah, which would have been cute if Bloodwing hadn't been covered in entrails.
That's the best you got. A flying city? What could you jumps possibly have that makes you think you've got a chance against me? A siren. Sup?
I was taking a leak. One of them knocked me out.
Wow, you are a dumbass.
Yeah, yeah. Total dumbass.
I was joking, dude. I'm happy to see you.
Oh, thanks.
This is where you say you're happy to see me too?
Oh, right. It's good to see you.
Smooth.
This'll just take a second.
Wow, he's fucking sick. Like, holy shit, I almost threw up how cool he is. But anyways, let's take a look at the ads real quick.
Join my squad in defending Pandora. You won't be guaranteed shelter, safety, or food, but we do have a taco night.
You know, I'm just gonna say it, and I'm tired of pretending like I'm crazy. Because I am crazy, and I don't have to pretend anymore. But I honestly would not want to be part of that group, and I fucking love tacos. I don't really think I need to say how bad this is. Like, do I think he could do a decent job? Yes, probably. Does Roland have some quirky jokes like this? Kinda, not really. I mean, he isn't a strong, stoic Batman type, nor is he a witty Barry Allen type. He is more of a strong leader presence, which, you know, yeah, it's really nice. And I don't know, not guaranteeing shelter or food doesn't sound very leaderish to me.
Hey, he promised fucking taco night, you ungrateful bitch.
Hey, listen, Frank, right? Like, can I call you Big F?
No.
Listen, Big F. Screw your tacos!
No!
Before the outro, I want to mention that I couldn't find these on YouTube for some reason, so I had to go into the cesspool of Twitter to find the footage. But I could have sworn they had a whole ad on Jack Black being Claptrap. Fuck, I said it wrong again, see? But I couldn't find it. I've been told as a little kid that I look with my ass. So it's probably there, but I don't think he's gonna be a bad. He's gonna be Claptrap and bring that Claptrap feel, quotation marks. He really makes you feel like your brain cells are committing suicide one by one. We give it a 6 out of 10. Now, viewer, my final message before this video outro is, I hope it's decent. I know it won't be good, but I hope it's decent. I personally don't think we're gonna spend money watching this in the theater, but when I watch it, you know, on a shady side, I will probably have some things to say. If you made it this far, I would like to congratulate you on winning a new freaking car. Yerp. It's right outside your driveway this second. And no, don't ask me how you got it, you ungrateful piece of shit.